Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a full face of Flower Beauty, almost a full face, what I could find. And I'm really excited because I already tried the brand once and there were some products that I really liked. So hopefully you'll have fun with me and join me. Today I'm wearing, like I always show you guys, a cute loungewear set from Nordstrom. My jewelry is this jewelry is from Link the Label. It's my sister's brand. It's all gold plated. It's a beautiful, beautiful brand. If you guys are into like dainty jewelry and stackable rings, like the ones I have on, just check them out. You know, you have nothing to lose and they have really, really cute stuff. So we're gonna start by misting the face as always, putting the hair back. I never not mist my face before applying makeup. Like, you don't have to drench your skin. But this will be the serum that I'll be using because this is the Supernova Celestial Skin Elixir from Flower Beauty. And I've noticed it has quite a lot of shimmer, but to be honest, when I tried it, I didn't pay that much attention to it. So it is shimmery. I'm not sure how this is gonna work out, but this is like an all-in-one primer and it says that you can add it before your moisturizer. So I guess this is just to give like a healthy glow to the skin. And yep, not sure what else it does. It says it's ultra light texture, brightening and smoothing effect. It's full of antioxidants and pearlescent pigments. So yeah, you guys, let's see how the foundation applies on top of this. But I can never forget my moisturizer, even if it's a little bit, because I already have this oily base. I'm just gonna add a tiny bit of my Shiseido moisturizer, which is not like anything out of this world, but it's pretty nice, as in the texture is not too thick, but it feels very nourishing. I've been thinking of doing more skincare videos because I just have so much skincare and I'm so passionate about skincare. But they're a little bit more complicated because I have to do research. Like, before I buy anything, I always do research, like a lot of research. This is a Flower Beauty Get Real foundation in the shade Warm Beige L4. And I think this fits me perfectly fine. So for skincare videos, I have to do a lot of research, as in like I do the research before buying the product and read reviews and look up every ingredient in City Quarter, which is a website that like just tells you what every ingredient from that product is for. And the thing is that once I'm using the products, and since I have so many and I try so many, I know what they're for and I know how to use them in my routine, but I don't remember all the ingredients that they have. I don't have the exact information on everything. So if I just read it online, I'm pretty sure with my memory, I won't remember every product that I show you guys. So I'm just thinking I'm just gonna tell you guys the basics and if I would repurchase a product or not, or just show you guys my favorite skincare products at the moment. And yeah, I'll figure something out to make good skincare reviews, because I am like someone who deep dives into skincare. And this is the concealer, the Flower Beauty concealer. It's a light illusion in the shade Medium Honey. And you guys, this is way too dark for me. So as always, when my concealer is too dark, I add a little bit of the Jeffree Star white concealer to just mix it in and make the formula not so light, which is totally doable, you guys. You can always do this, and if you find a good white concealer, or at least like a very pale one, it will do wonders whenever you can't like find your good match. And now it might be too white, but let's see. The good thing about this Jeffree Star concealer is that it doesn't change the formulation of whatever you're adding it to. So that's a good thing because I've mixed it with various different foundations and I haven't seen it change the performance of the products. Like, it's not heavy, it doesn't make the product like crack up or bunch up or just nothing at all. I find it like a perfect concealer for that. Because I mean, you could use like the NARS creamy concealer, but I feel like it's a little thicker, like much thicker actually, and that could change the performance of the product. So you could get like a different idea of the product is of what the product is actually like. But if you use a really thin, high coverage concealer, I mean medium coverage concealer like the Jeffree Star one, I feel like you can get a much better result. And it will last you forever. So if you're like, oh, I don't want to invest in a Jeffree Star concealer because they're a little expensive, it will last you a really, really long time because you just use like tiny little dots to brighten your foundation. So I'm all over the place talking about like all these things, you guys. I was talking about how it's a little more complicated to do skincare videos because I really want to give you guys like the most accurate information and just make sure that you're not gonna just throw your money away. And I want to give you guys like the ingredients, not all the ingredients of course, but like the main ingredients that are the powerful ones and just who they're for and all of that. But I'll figure it out, you guys. For blushes, they have this liquid blushes in bubbly and pinched, and they also have a powder blush. So I think I'm gonna layer them, so hopefully this won't go sideways. I'm using a little bit of the pink one, and I'm gonna mix it in with a little bit of this more nudie shade, just because I don't want it to be super duper pink. And don't be scared of mixing your makeup and creating your own colors, you guys. Like sometimes, yeah, if you mix different formulas, they might not work as well. But if you stick to like don't mix silicones with certain creamy or oily products. But if you're using the same brand and you want to mix blushes, bronzers, you can most of the time just mix it and like create your own color. See, like that, so this doesn't look like a crazy pink. I actually feel like this looks beautiful. It looks super natural. So I'm just gonna add a tiny bit of this Mauve Flower Beauty powder blush. Let's see if this doesn't ruin the look because I'm really liking the, oh sorry guys, I'm grabbing my brushes. I'm really liking the natural look that it gave me. And you know what? I forgot a bronzer. I forgot a bronzer. So we're working without bronzer today. I'm just gonna add a little bit of this blush to my forehead. And I mean, I feel like it definitely looks like a healthy glow even without bronzer, just because of the nudie shade that I added. And I might even be able to use that nudie shade to contour a little bit, but I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this situation without a bronzer. I'm okay. So let's just keep it like this because I don't have a Flower Beauty bronzer. At least if I had it, I lost it. And let's go up a little bit as always, just to give a little bit more of a lift to the face. A little bit more on the nose, chin, and more on the forehead because that will always give you that sun-kissed look. Like I like adding blush just different parts of my face because I feel like it merges everything together. And you know, like I usually always wear bronzer, but I'm not upset about the way that this looks. This is the Petal Play eyeshadow quad, which I'm not sure if I liked or not. So we're gonna give it a shot, see how this goes. And Let's cross our fingers that this is not a fail. Because if you can tell, the foundation and the blushes are incredible. And I don't feel like like this primer makes my face like glittery at all. I think it's more like a very light shimmer, like a glowy skin look. And I mean, the blushes look incredibly beautiful. I like the powder one. I like the liquid ones. They're amazing. Like, that's why I wanted to try. I wanted to really try Flower Beauty for you guys because I knew you guys would find some products that you would really like. It's just like I was surprised by this brand. It's a little destroyed because I always dig my little dirty fingers in there. But I'm gonna start with a light shadow. Oh, I forgot a mirror. Okay, so I guess I am, what am I gonna do? Let's try to do my makeup on camera. Ooh, this is not gonna be easy and I don't want, oh, I have a mirror right here. Give me 1 second, 1 second. Yes, because I don't want to be like super close to you guys, just super awkward. Okay, so I love quads because they're just sometimes, when you don't know what colors to mix, quads make it so easy for you to just create a look. And with quads you can create more than 1, 2, or 3 looks, you know. You can go really clean makeup look, or you can like darken it up and make it a nighttime look. It's just great. Great. I love this. The shadow is blending seamlessly, you guys, like beautifully. And this is the kind of shadow, like the kind of bronzy shadow that I love having on my face, on my eyes. And this actually looks a little more orange on camera, but it looks a little more browny, like a brownie shade underneath the eyes and on the lids. And it really looks good in person. I'm not sure about what it looks like on camera from what I'm seeing, but I definitely feel like this shadows are working great. I'm not sure about the other colors. I've only tried one, but let's see if this quad is worth it. And this is the reason why I do one brand reviews, which is complicated because you have to invest a lot of money in like getting everything from one brand. Like, I'm doing more videos on like Charlotte Tilbury, so I have to get everything from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm doing Pat McGrath. I want to do some Patrick Ta, Makeup by Mario, which I already have a bunch of stuff. But I'm mostly trying to get almost a full face if it's possible, before showing it to you guys. I'm gonna contour my nose with a shade which is very dark, but I feel like it just has like the tiniest amount. And let's hope I don't ruin the look. I mean, you can pretty much contour your nose with any brown shade as long as it's not orange. And I think I just screwed up my nose. You can always fix it with a little bit of the sponge. It's fine. Oops. Yeah, so I feel like doing one brand reviews, at least for me, is really helpful when I watch them, because maybe you're interested in trying some products from the brand, but you're like, oh, which one should I try? And you don't want to look for a video for every single product. Like, oh, let me look for the blush and watch a whole video on just the blushes. Let me look for the concealer and watch a whole video on just the concealer, because that will take you forever. So doing one brand reviews just makes things easier for you guys, and I hope you enjoy that. And if you don't, you can also let me know. I'm gonna go in with a darker shadow just because I want to see how well it blends. So this is way darker than I expected from looking at the pan. Ooh, this was going from like a daytime look, like a very sheer wash of color on my eye, daytime look, to like, yeah, you guys can tell this is not a daytime look anymore. Well, I do wear smoky brown eyes sometimes for daytime. I find them just like so versatile, and I feel like they look good on everyone. But you definitely have to pat your brush because it is very, very pigmented. It's a little patchy at the beginning, which I find that most shadows are. But the important thing is that it blends nicely. If you can blend it nicely, it doesn't matter if it's a little patchy or if the shadows don't swatch that well. As long as you can blend it in the end, I feel like it works. I'm gonna underline with the darker shade under my eyes, which I usually never do, but I just wanna do the outside corners to connect it to the top shadow. See, it gives a little bit of depth. Yeah, I like experimenting on camera, you guys. But sometimes that's dangerous because then people will think you suck at doing makeup. But I mean, I feel like that happens to everyone who experiments. Sometimes the experiments come out great, and other times not so much, and that's fine. That's like playing with makeup, and that's like the fun, important part to me. Like, that's what I love about makeup, that it's just like you rinse it off and that's it. For the inner lid, I mean, yeah, for my lid, I'm using the sparkly shade, this one, which looks darker on the pan, and I'm not mad about it. I actually like it better applied. Yeah, this gives a really nice glow. Let's see on the other side. Definitely a very, very cute, versatile eyeshadow palette, you guys. This has everything to create like a really nice everyday look, also a nighttime look. I like to pull my shadows a little bit outward sometimes, just because I feel like it lifts up the eye. I know this is not everyone's taste, but I just like blending outwards, and I just feel like it pulls the eyes a little bit more and it makes them look more elongated, which I already have a little bit of elongated eyes. But they always look a little rounder when you apply this, because otherwise my eyes look like quite almondy and like, how would I explain it? Yeah, like very almondy and not like round at all. So this helps my eyes look bigger if I add shadow under. And then for highlighting the brow bone, I'm gonna be using this shade. And I swear, this palette is so intuitive. Like, if you guys look at it, you won't have to be thinking like, oh, how am I gonna create a look with this palette? Like, it's so intuitive. It's like, okay, start with a base, deepen the crease, add the sparkly shadow to the middle, and then just highlight with the lightest shade. And I went a little too high, so it's like hard to see the highlight. But sometimes I like going all the way up to my brows, and that's just definitely a matter of taste. But I don't mind it. And then you can just blend out here, so it doesn't look like a stripe. See? And blend over here. I'm not sure if I'm missing a little bit of blush. You guys, I'm gonna go wild and put a little bit of this. It's patchy, so it's hard. As bronzer, let's see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna have to definitely remove the rest of the product and just blend a lot. I'm not sure if this was a good idea because eyeshadows are not really meant to contour. But you guys, for an emergency, it's definitely working because it's a pretty cool toned shadow, and I am not mad about it. I feel like it did give me a little bit more depth. Not mad at all. For highlighter, you guys, you can tell that I've been using this highlighter a lot. This was the only product that I've tried way more than one time, because I freaking love this highlighter. It's a liquid highlighter, and I don't like my highlighters to look too pale or too my brain is fried all the time, you guys, or too golden, because I feel like that just makes it look so unnatural, and it defeats the purpose of adding the blush. This is like a very rosy, beautiful. It looks very different on the, see, it's like rosy gold, but it's a lot more rosy than gold for sure. And then just add it to the high points of the cheeks. And I'll show you guys an up close so you can see, because it is actually a gorgeous one, and it's not easy to find really, really great highlighters, especially not at the drugstore. Although I have a few that I really like that I just tried, and I'm gonna do a video about them on my next drugstore video. So I don't know if you can see like the glow, maybe, and from that angle you can see how glowy it is, but it's not overpowering. So I'm gonna add a little bit to my nose, to the bridge of my nose, and just pat it with a sponge. A little bit on the tip, beep beep, and a little bit on the cupid's bow. See how like nice it looks? It just looks so natural and just like a lip from within. Mm, 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 mm. You guys, so far, I am so surprised that I'm liking all the products. Like, the concealer looks great. Yeah, everything looks pretty good. Like, this is this is like high-end hidden at the drugstore. Like, I know the packaging doesn't seem like high-end, but I'm sure you've seen stuff like this at Sephora, and like this kind of packaging, like it's not like bad packaging, it's just not like super luxurious, but it's definitely good. And I'm so surprised that I want to try more products. I mean, I got pretty much all of them except for the I think brow pencil, if they had one, I'm not sure, and the mascara. So I'm gonna be using also a drugstore mascara just to like stay in the same line. This is the Voluminous Butterfly Mascara, which I don't think I've tried before, but I really like this kind of like curved spoolies. I just hate it when they're too spiky and they go into my eye, and oh my god, it can ruin your makeup and like your eyes just crying for like 5 minutes. So I appreciate it when it's like a plastic applicator with, yes, some tiny spikes so that the brows, I mean so that the lashes can hold on to the product, but just not super spiky, because those are just so uncomfortable to use. And I've talked about some spiky ones on my other videos, but this mascara looks really great, you guys. It looks perfect. I am really loving this mascara, although I always tell you guys that I'm into tubing mascaras. I mean, if a mascara works, I'm gonna use it even if it's tubing or not, you know? I mean, does tubing last a lot longer without smudging? Yes. But if I'm not going to be wearing makeup for a long time or going out in the heat and all of that, like, not all tubing mascaras will give you this kind of effect, because I am so surprised by this mascara. I'm definitely going to use it on my next drugstore makeup video. It looks beautiful. The lashes are so defined, so lifted. Definitely, I think so far my favorite drugstore mascara that I've tried lately, because I don't buy a lot of drugstore mascara, but it's pretty incredible. I'm gonna set my eyebrows with the Flower Fiber Fix. This is in the shade light brown, which might be too light for my brows, but let's see. Ooh, this is lightening up my brows, which I don't mind. Sometimes it's nice to have lighter brows so that your face doesn't look so harsh. and I actually like it. If you compare one side to the other one, um, pretty cool. Pretty cool because it just softens your features if you go with a lighter brow. But sometimes you want to accentuate your features a little bit more. Um, and it's just a matter of what you're in the mood for. And I'm the kind of person that doesn't do her makeup the same every day because I just like trying new makeup all the time. And see, this is the thing with colored ones, but I just like remove it with my finger just because my hairs on that side are pretty long. So my brows are not perfect because I used the pencil earlier in the morning without makeup on, and obviously they're not looking perfect. I should actually do a little bit of help for my brows. Give me 1 second. My favorite She Glam, which I already ordered extra ones. Let's just fix this a little bit so the overall look is a little better. What did I do? Have you guys noticed like sometimes you do your makeup in a mirror and then you look at yourself from a little far away and it's like, what is going on? So I definitely have like a little bit of a stain there, but it's okay. You just need practice. And the thing is, my hairs here are super long, so it's kind of complicated to use colored fluffy brushes, like setting my eyebrows with a colored one. But overall, I'm not mad about it. The wand is small. I'm sure if you have shorter lashes, I mean eyebrow for hairs, you won't like have to lift them up all the way here. But I love the way that it changed the color of my brows. I feel like my face looks like more relaxed. And then I'm gonna go in for lips with this super interesting Flower Beauty. What is this? Oh, I can't see the name, but it is a powder lipstick, you guys. Powder. Like, how weird is that? And let's see. It's powder. Eee, I got on my teeth. It's powder, but it applies super smoothly. It's like a powder that turns into a cream. My lips are a little dry, even though I'm always putting lip masks on. It's just the heater in the house makes my lips dry. This is a beautiful color. I'll tell you guys what shade this is because it's worth it. It's called Tease, and I feel like this shade will suit everyone because it's not too cool toned, but it's not like peachy. It doesn't wash you out. And then this one, you guys, I love. This is the Petal Pout Lip Mask, which is great on top of the powder one because it's a way to not make your lips look so dry with the powder one. And I usually just wear this one by itself. I had only tried the powder one once, but I want to see what it looks like together. Ooh, I am loving this combo, you guys. Okay. You guys, I am so surprised. My makeup is pretty much done. I'm gonna add a little bit of glitter to my inner corners. This is from Moya Cosmetics, but I just feel like if I don't have a little glitter on my inner corners, that was a little too much. Okay, forgive me guys, I just screwed up the whole makeup look. I was supposed to do it like this and not like this, but let's see if I can remove it. Yeah, okay. That may be a little bit overboard, but I definitely like to brighten up my inner corners. And that's it, you guys. I freaking adored every product. Like, I swear, I usually never say that about drugstore makeup. I am not a huge buyer of drugstore makeup just because I love interacting with like luxurious packaging and like I feel like sometimes I don't find good enough formulas, and like I don't want to waste my money, etc., etc., etc. Like just a million reasons why. But I have nothing against drugstore beauty. I feel like if you really do your research and watch reviews, you can really find amazing stuff. And I don't know why flower beauty doesn't get more like rave, that like attention, and like it's really, really amazing. I loved each and every one of the products. Are they perfect? No, but I feel like they do the job perfectly fine, and you look great at the end. Like I think my makeup looks perfectly fine. Yeah, you guys, super happy with this makeup look. And well, Merry Christmas to all of you. Thank you so much for being here and taking the time to be here on such a special day for a lot of us. Um, what else? I'm gonna be uploading probably 5 days a week at least. I hope I don't run out of ideas. That's why I want you guys to comment ideas on what you would like to see. And also, thank you so much for subscribing. That means the world to me. I mean, if I get a like, a comment, and like, especially a subscriber, I'm like so excited every time I get a new subscriber, just because that means that I'm doing something well. Even if I don't edit my videos, I don't like have the best lighting, I'm just still a rookie, but it just means so much to me, because it means that I can keep doing this as my hobby and also as my new like job. So it just means so much to me, guys, and like I really, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you for whoever subscribes. And I hope you like this video, and I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. Take care.